Hi, I'm a nerd, and these are things in boxes. Now, I know I teased both of these a while ago, and I wasn't sure for the longest time if I was going to do it as one unboxing or two unboxings or how this was going to work. I think I'm just going to do it as one because I really want to get this posted before Christmas. That was kind of my personal goal for myself. And here we are, it's the 23rd as of time of recording. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start with Crimson Hawk Ranger, I think, because he was the first announced. He was supposed to be the first one to come out. Now I don't know about other people. I pre-ordered these through Hasbro Pulse, and Crimson Hawk Ryu wasn't supposed to come out until January 1st, and Blazing Phoenix Chun-Li, which box is a little crushed, not due to shipping. Gonna point that out. Everything was fine when it shipped. It's just there was an incident in the time it took me to get my act together and record these that the box got a little crushed. But Blazing Phoenix Chun-Li was scheduled for February of 2023. So I'm not sure why these were shipped out early, but I'm glad they were. So let's get into the unboxing here. With the beautiful box art. There's Ryu. There's that same picture of Ryu. You can't really see it. Sorry for the bad camera angle, but if I move my mount, it will fall. There's Crimson Hawk Ranger Ryu. There's more Crimson Hawk Ranger. Or if I turn it, you can kind of see. There's the really nice Power Rangers Street Fighter Lightning Collection logo. Sorry, I have to see it sideways again. I don't really want to move the camera too much. On the back, you got the obligatory product shots. It's not what I normally would call it. In fact, that specific term I have heard used many times by somebody else whose reviews I like very much. Some of you may have heard of MGO316. His stuff's really good. You should check him out. Now that I have shamelessly plugged somebody I respect very much in the community, let's actually do this. You may have heard me cutting the tape. There are two bits of tape here and here, and there's a little tab here. You can just pop that open. And I'm gonna slide this out of the box like that. And wow, as if windowless packaging wasn't bad enough, the figure and the accessories are in these little bags, so even just opening the box you can't see what's in there. And here's a little choking hazard warning in oh so many languages, and looks like some info on how you can mail things to Hasbro in various countries. Let's take these out carefully. Now, I do like these little pouches. I don't know if you can see all the little stuff on there, but there's different. I think that's supposed to be Ryu, nope, that's definitely Ryu. Not sure who that's Ken, I think. There's Cammy over here in the corner. Is there, I don't see Chun-Li on here, but I see I see their power coins. I see the different power coins for the Street Fighter Rangers, but I also see the power coins for the original Mighty Morphin Rangers, which is cool. So yeah, so you have this little pouch, and oh, it's open at the top. See, oh, this is the accessories. This is not the one I meant to open first, but yeah, let's look at those. Okay. Looks like we've got a little base here with some pegs and the the port for the stand, which is really an accessory stand for, you have a fireball effect here. I guess that's for some Hadokens. And that can, does that peg in or just sit on? Nope, it must peg in. Might have to give it a little push. That's nice and tight. I do kind of like that it's really nice and tight in there, so it won't just like pop off if you flick it, but you do kind of have to push it pretty hard. And this is, oh, this looks like the effect that they showed on the box that goes on Ryu's foot, so you get a flaming foot. And then here's his little, ooh, one of the wings is a little bent on mine, one of the wing feathers is a little bent on mine, but this is the, little bird fire effect. Again, you have to like push it pretty hard to get the peg to go in there, but then you have this nice little shoo flaming bird effect. That's cool. The base itself has these little pegs I assume the figure can stand on, and then here are his extra fists. So these are his extra hands, and these are the fists, which means in the box he must be using his open hands in the little package. So let's, and this little bag is exactly the same as the other one. The little logos and the writing. Looks cool. And there he is. There's Crimson Hawk Ryu. Let's turn his feet around so that he can stand. And he stands quite nicely. I like that. The shield, let's adjust it a little so that, or move his head. Alright, looks like mine has one little paint mistake on the face there, just a little bit of black, where they're supposed to just be the yellow or the gold, whatever that is. But overall, pretty pleased with how these look. The morpher looks nice. You got the writing on his belt. You got the writing on his gloves. You got nice little open hands. I love this gold on the boots and the shield. All of the Street Fighter Rangers have a chest shield, you know, similar to all of the Tommy Oliver characters in original Mighty Morphin. Oh, there's a nice little ratchety hip joint. Let's go over articulation. Why don't we? Ankles can go back and up. Do they do a side to side? Nah, kind of. They turn like that, which is nice. You got this here, double jointed knees, so the knee can go that far, but then it's double jointed. So you got great knee there. You got a thigh rotation here. That's pretty nice. Can he do the splits? Oh yeah, he can. It's a nice little ball joint in the hip. That can go all the way around. Oh, it is one of those pivot hips that comes down, so you can get a little extension on like a kick or something. Can kick that far forward and not really back because of the butt. But I suppose if you come down a little, you can make it do something. It's okay. You got a nice little ratchety in that part of the abs. And then up here at the chest, you have a little swivel peg pivot. Shoulders can come up about that far, even with the chest, even without the chest shield, they can't come up that far. Looks like you can do a full 360. Rotation here just under the shoulders. Nice double jointed elbows. Do we have a pivot here? No, we do not, but wrist rotation, and of course, he can move those. And these are on a peg because spare hands. He does have a joint in there. See? So you can move that forward and back. Head is... Oh, you got a couple of joints here. The head itself is on a ball joint, goes around. I think you can even take the head off. Yeah, you can totally take this head off. Oops. It did not come with a civilian head for him, but if you wanted to, for some reason, throw one of your other Lightning Collection figure heads on there, you totally could. But there's another joint down there for the turning, so you can kind of fine-tune your neck movements. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that. That's there. Like this. And then, of course, because it's a ball joint, when the head is on, he gets to just look around. And the tassel is also ball jointed, I think. Wow, that is incredible. I was not expecting the tassel to really have range of movement at all, but it's ball jointed. That is pretty much Ryu. There are feet pegs. You can totally... Nope. Maybe you can't totally. Huh. Looks like... Hang on, this is going to happen off camera for a second here. Okay. So, I don't know if this is just unique to mine or what, but the hole in one of his boots is smaller than the other. So I can kind of get his left foot... Drop the figure. I can kind of get his left foot on there. That's nice, but his right foot doesn't stay. But that's fine, because then you can kind of get some dynamic poses going, some kicks and whatnot. So, that's Ryu. Let's move him to the side, and we'll take a look at Blazing Phoenix Chun-Li. Box is pretty much the same, where you have that nice... Love that logo. Sorry again that it's sideways, but you have this picture of Chun-Li, Blazing Phoenix Chun-Li. On the side again, you have Blazing Phoenix Chun, and there she is in all her glory. More product shots, gives you scale. Chun-Li herself is supposed to be 5'9", it looks like. Or, nope, that is just a measurement of the figure, not a measurement of the character. I'm totally crazy. Okay, so the figure is 150 millimeters or 5.9 inches. Ryu is 155 millimeters or 6.1 inches. So they actually did scale them so that Ryu appropriately is taller than Chun-Li, but they're still both in that like 6-inch figure range, which is really cool. Really dig that. And all of the art that's here on these bags, the coins, the Street Fighter, the Power Rangers logo, all of that is kind of visible around the top of the box. Ooh, don't tear the flap. That's alright, this box is already kind of messed up anyway, so I guess that flap is just going to be broken. That's alright. As much as I love owning these, I am not the type of collector who has to keep the box pristine, so that is fine. Oh, I am a little sad that this box got crushed, and unfortunately windowless packaging makes it so that I can't see if anything got damaged when it got crushed, so we're going to find out together. But same deal, cut the tape on both sides. You heard my knife do the clicky clickies. Pull this tab out, that, and looks like exactly the same deal on the inside, but let's be smarter this time. So pull this one down, and there's Chun-Li. She feels pretty nice. Alright, we'll do the same thing. Take a look at the accessories first. And really they all have, so every one of the Street Fighter Rangers has the same number of accessories. They all have, you know, the base with the stand. Chun-Li's, oh, it looks like this effect can fit on the, to support her when she does the kick. Okay, so this is the one that's showed on the box. Again, you gotta force it in there a little bit. But this is her kick effect for the multi-kicks. And it looks like they put a little hole there so that it can peg into the base and support her when you have her posed doing the kicks, so that she's not just like freestanding and then have this heavy bit knocking her down, which is really neat. Like that. You've got another little fireball effect for her. I don't actually know the names of all of their attacks, unfortunately. You know, I know the Hadoken, and I know some of them just because I've played the characters in Battle for the Grid. But unfortunately, I'm a bad gamer and have not played enough Street Fighter to know all of their attacks by name. But here's a fun fireball effect for Chun-Li. And then again, she also has a bird. They all have a bird. So they all have like a couple of projectile attacks, or like one effect that goes onto a limb. So for Chun-Li and Ryu, it's foot attacks, and then they have a projectile of some sort, and then they all have a bird, because each one of them is associated with a bird for some reason. And I don't get why these are all sideways for the bird effects. I feel it, well, I guess so that you can see it nice that way, but you can also just whoosh it this way. You know, you could probably, I guess, put the stand on something and have it. But yeah, so Chun-Li's got the Blazing Phoenix, and Ryu is, of course, the Crimson Hawk. If I'm not mistaken, Ken's is a falcon, and I think Cammy's is a crane. I think Cammy's is Stinging Crane, and Ken's is oh man, I will remember when I get the figures, because I have those two on pre-order as well. I'll be doing another unboxing for those when they arrive, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And looks like this time Chun-Li's open hands were in the accessories box, which means she'll have her fists in the little pouch there, but she's got jazz hands. So that's cool. All that to the side, and let's take a look at our girl Chun-Li. Here we go. All right, and already I can tell these are going to be a pain. I don't know if you guys probably saw the initial pictures when Hasbro announced Chun-Li, and it was very clear that whoever was taking the pictures did not move these when they fell down. See her little shoulder bands, or arm bands, can slide down. And if you look at the initial announcement photos or any of the photos on Hasbro's website, they clearly did slide down to here, which is fine. It just, in the pictures, it makes her arms look weirdly long. And it's just really entertaining to me for some reason, I guess. They did not store Chun-Li with her feet turned to the side, which is interesting. But let's look at that head sculpt. Kind of like that head sculpt. If you can see, I got a couple of scratches there. I'm not sure if that happened in the factory or what, but that's unfortunate. Oh well. This is the problem with windowless packaging. Now, from an environmental standpoint, I fully support windowless packaging, less plastic. The earth is on fire, and we need to, be aware of that. So I fully understand why Hasbro has gone in this direction. But from a collector standpoint, this is absolutely frustrating, because You can't just like pick up a figure in the box in the store and go, oh, this one has, paint blemishes that I don't like, or, this piece is warped or whatever. You kind of have to just like take it on faith that QC was doing their job that day and made sure everything was fine. And on the one hand, I hope that windowless packaging and the desire of collectors to not get messed up figures pushes companies to have better quality control. Her neck is frustrating me just because these aren't lining up properly and I can't separately turn that. There we go. Nope. Okay, we're going to pop the head off. No, we're not. But here we have Chun-Li, and we'll look at her articulation. Sorry, I rambled. And looks like she's got all the same articulation. Ankles can go up about that far, and back about that far. You got the same, not quite natural rotation to the ankle on the sides, but that's great for like, wide foot poses and whatnot. At the shins, you have this turn, double jointed knees again, so should be able to get some really solid kick poses out of her. It's Chun-Li, that's important. She can do the splits, and she's got thigh rotation. Ooh, that is stiff. I do not like how stiff that is. If you get a figure out of the box and the turn is that stiff and you're wondering, oh man, is something else going to break while I'm adjusting this? That's cause for concern. So, yeah, not crazy about how stiff that is. Sorry if you guys hear a cat in the background yowling. I think one of the cats wants attention and nobody else is in the house and I'm doing this. So, that's what's happening there. She does not have the lower waist ratchet that Ryu has, but she does have this like mid-chest swivel. Also, her morpher detail is a little messed up. That might just be my copy. I'm looking at the box to see if the box shows any more detail there, and like a little bit. It looks like it's supposed to be a little bit more detailed. But as you can see, mine's not spectacular. That's what I mean about, quality control issues like that. She's got the same shoulder joints. Oh man, really stiff. But yeah, her shoulders can do that. Arm swivel, wrist rotation, wrist flex up and down. Arms can come up and do a whole 360. I like that the shields don't hinder that too much. Again, she's got that joint in the neck, and then can I can take this head off. Now the goal is to try and put it back on straight so that she's looking in front of her and not to the side. That's better. Kind of. Her little tassels are also on a swivel. Looks like they are ball jointed as well. Yeah, they can move up and down and swivel, so you can kind of like get some dynamic she's in motion poses and the wind is doing a thing. So that's really cool. And let's see, she's got pegs in the feet. Let's see if she has the same issue as Ryu. Right foot, left foot. Nope. She goes onto that base nicely. Looks good. Oops. Ow. Let's see if I can get her to stand. just like, loosen that up a little. Get her to stand like that. And we'll bring Ryu in. Oh, Chun-Li. See, they look pretty cool next to each other. And he's definitely a little bit taller, which is, you know, good. Let's see. Pop that off real quick. Yep, nope. Really, it does have to be his right foot, or his left foot going on the peg. His right foot really doesn't want to do it. But, let's see. This is supposed to go... Oh, this is supposed to go on his other foot. Okay. So the flaming foot effect for Ryu is supposed to go on... Looks like it's supposed to go on this foot. No? Does it go on this foot? Nope. It's definitely designed to go this way. Just kind of just slide it on there. It's a little stiff, but it goes on there. And, so that's the thing. And I'm going to switch his hands, because why not? Ooh, these are stiff. Really hope I don't break these little pegs. I'm going to be very careful. But it just pegs right in. Like that. But, yeah, you can kind of get some fun action poses going there. Have to support both of them. Ryu, because I can't use his base with this foot, and Chun-Li, because this accessory is really heavy. But yeah, that's about gonna do it. So, like I said, I picked these up on Hasbro Pulse. They're around 30 each, I think, and some change. You know, there's shipping and tax to calculate, obviously. But yeah, no, I really like these. I think they're great. And when Cammy and Ken come in, look forward to seeing that review, and then the whole team will be right there. Thanks, guys. Happy holidays.